Well, it's new parts day. Everyone loves new parts day. I've been holding off on this, which I should not have been over the years. I've progressed through the run groups, doing track weekends. So now is the time. I've been a bit cavalier with this. I guess keep in mind that I flew Arm Scout helicopters without a stroking seat, and all Bell Helicopter had for us was this BS crush box with some basically coat hanger wires through a series of wheels, if you will, for the seat to stroke about an inch. But give you a little history on the Bell 407 now, I guess is what they call it in the commercial world, because my little helicopter doesn't exist anymore. It's in museums. The landing gear on a hard landing would compromise the structural integrity of the fuselage and come up to meet that stroking seat, so that when they met, the entire G-force was amplified straight through your spine, and basically that was an end-of-life experience with enough G-force. So with that happy thought, here we are with the FVD Baumbracher safety harness. In my world, going minimalist, and as I always refer to, and I think you're catching on if you're following my videos, I'm a very frugal / cheap bastard when it comes to the mods on the car. I'm very careful how and where I spend my money. I did talk with a buddy of mine, Ryan. Thanks for the thoughts, and Josh on as well, for not having a half roll cage. So in the event of a rollover, knock on wood, don't have one, the half roll cage will keep the roof from totally collapsing when you're in a 6-point harness and you can't barely move your head. So I'll have that happy thought now because of my frugalness with just a harness bar. So thanks guys. I will pray I don't have a rollover event. So anyway, let's get to it. Again, this came from Germany. The total price on this was around $450. There is a American company that sells a harness bar. I did buy their plates, but that is starting price at around $1,500. So I've saved on the harness bar about $1,000. With that, what's so funny, I love the Germans, bless their hearts. This is a harness bar, it's hardened steel, and yet they still put a fragile, do not drop sticker on it. If we have to worry about that, I'm in real big trouble. So let's check out the packaging. Did a pretty good job. Lots and lots and everybody, gosh bless them, everybody loves stickers. That's going to go on the cabinet there. So, yikes, that was loud. Shop dog didn't like that. So looking at the pictures on their website, I'm a bit befuddled by two little tabs, and I'm curious if it's one or two tabs, because I will volunteer the fact that I cheated a little bit yesterday on the passenger side of the car. So gosh dog, they really, I don't know how in the world they put a fragile sticker on that thing, this joker, because it's like quadruple wrapped. Try not to penetrate too far and get into the finish. But I think you all fully aware I'm not all that concerned about finish on the products with my use case. And again, everything that I do, gosh, I'm so sorry y'all, this is taking me forever. Everything I do is reversible. So one thing that I was really hesitant about in half cage is the semi-permanent of cutting carpet and all that jazz. So there's two tabs on here. I did look and see in the car that there is where one of the tabs go. Ooh, it's got some RTFM, baby. It's got some instructions. Very good, because their website does not. And it's marked attention. And what do we have in here? Just washers. All that's in here are washers. Are you joking me? I thought there would be instructions. Nope. two washers. That's all that's in here. So I'm assuming the installation is self-explanatory. I did get in there with the razor a little bit, but and of course it's got to be the most visible part of it. So with that, let's get on to the next goodie box, if you will, which is, as I promised, the Competition Motorsports. Again, me being so frugal, I installed the passenger side yesterday, just for lessons learned, so y'all don't have to put up with me. So this is a plate for the Porsche seats, for the factory seats. I have very inexpensive, we'll call it, aftermarket seats. So this plate, thank goodness, I found out to be army proof. So however, I did have to do a little modification, and I'll show you how I did that for the factory seat bottom bolts to go in here. So these are for the anti-submarine belts, and these are for the lap belts. The shoulder harness, of course, will go to the harness bar. So these guys, I had to raise my seat one bolt hole to get higher and clear these submarine little mounts. So it lays in there with the existing hardware. I was a little nervous about that. I thought I'd have to get longer bolts, but this plate is so thin that it was not an issue at all. So thanks to the guys over at Discovery Parts at Atlanta, home base, Atlanta Motorsports Park, I went with a discounted seat harness. After much deliberation, these guys had the spark hose on sale. So to girl out a little bit, they had a set of Sparco color matching gloves that I purchased because my old white ones are getting a little bit dingy. But the seat harnesses are black with a little bit of red accents in them. So, and I got a user manual for gloves. Funny. Basically, slide them on your hands. We all know how to use gloves. So I went with the 2-inch wide for my Hans device, and these are the quick clip-ins that go into that harness bottom, and again to girl out with the little matching gloves for the red accents. So with that, let me show you what the modification I had to do to the Competition Motorsports base mount, we'll call it that.